In our system, they are not too much. Um, we are not fit the user's expectation because although they are video transcoding, but in most cases it's for improve the compatibility for different device or for different network. So it's not really a total fix for all problem.
But the limitation is due to the browser. It's not due to your NAS. Limitation of just MP4 format is.
It's due to there are several reasons. First of all, it's due to the solution, the software solution we are using.
The browser.
The hardware acceleration, the CPU engine.
For the PC.
No, for the NAS. For the NAS. Video transcoding. Actually, we are only working with.
No. For the limitation when you play movies in a browser.
Okay.
The limitation for just the format.
Yeah, it's from the web browser.
It's just a limitation from the web browser.
Yes, because in general, like the Chrome or in most web browser, he only accepts video like MP4. There are only limited codec you can use it, like 264. In some cases, there will be 265 in future. In 265, you need to support the HTML5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But currently, we are not support the HTML5. The way to play the video.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are still use the old HTTPS.
We don't choose a player in HTML5.
Yeah,
currently we don't choose for the moment.
Maybe in future, but
okay.
You will.
There are more compatibility with this player
now. For HTML5,
yes.
You can support 265, H.265. They can while support for different audio and the video codec, but you need to change whole design of the web codec, code.
Okay.
So that's maybe in future.
Yes. But how it works with the website, the video website like a Netflix or like another.
In video website like YouTube.
Yes.
Or Netflix, they are already use HTML5.
Okay.
But they have more resource and develop the web interface than us, and they have more power, and because they are control the content.
Yes.
Yeah, so they don't have the video compatibility issue, because they can they can equal. Sorry, they can use the same video content,
same format,
or they can use their own codec. So they have the best compatibility for web browser, because they design the web page, they can manage the video content. So there should be this problem. It's more easy.
But
but in NAS, although we have the web page, but we cannot control the video source.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. We can improve it from the video transcoding, because the main purpose for video transcoding is we try to convert all the different source into a uni format.
Yes.
MP4, so you can use in different web browser or different mobile device. And that's the benefit if you have video transcoding on your NAS, because usually you only have maybe 2% of video or 10% of video. It's playable for web browser or for your mobile device.
Of course.
But if you use a NAS with video transcoding, you can have maybe 60%, 80% of video can play on all the devices you have. But you still have some 10-20% depending on what is the source of your video.
It's possible to have a video who transcode it, and after that is always not playing by the browser.
That's offline transcoding, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you can offline transcoding the video first.
Yes.
Then there should be no problem for.
It's not possible
Yeah.
to have a problem after the transcoding.
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And you think the like YouTube or Netflix, he just use MP4 format?
They have their own format called web.
Web 4V?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They're using a different format.
Okay.
And if you have upload the video to YouTube, you will know after you finish the upload, they will convert the video to their
Yes.
own format.
Okay.
So you never download the original format from YouTube because after convert, the original format is gone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they only keep the file they converted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not interesting to transcode all the file when you use a video station. For example, you had a file in video station. Automatically, you transcode if the NAS is compatible.
It's maybe a feature request if you use a
Because we have
because there are
many problems like the navigator can see, the browser can see the video.
yeah.
If we have that, the normal customer.
But the offline transcoding is not 100% also. You still have some videos, even offline transcoding can fix the issue.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the customer don't know this working.
Yeah.
I think.
But if you offline transcoding all the video, first of all, it will take a lot of CPU resource. Second, user don't want have the double the space sometimes.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
So yeah, because you have original file, you have the file offline transcoded, so you need to extra space for.
Okay.
And also you will see your CPU usage always 100% because user just download a lot of video from P2P or
Yes.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You need to have a function when you upload the file, when you choose better compatibility or original files. If you select better compatibility, your video station transcode. If you select original
that's
quality,
possible, but that's possible, but same you need to extra space, you need to use extra power, so there's possibility for this function, but for our production manager, they don't think it's reality.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think video station it's not many. There are no many information, no many
that's problem.
explain. And same for the support number, it's difficult to understand how it works. I believe for the customer it's very hard to understand.
Yeah, that's an issue. So in this case, I will recommend you support a lot of feature requests to our PN.
Yes.
Because if PN don't, in some cases we will recommend, I will tell you to submit the feature requests from your side, because if I tell PN there's a feature request, it's only from me.
Yeah.
So you need to let the PN know how many customers is requesting this function. So just feel free to submit the feature request. So PM will understand there are a lot of customers require this function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I asked many feature requests.
That's good.
Okay. Sorry for.
That's fine. We have a lot of time to talking about. So this document is still ongoing because I just started very recently.
Okay.
I will in some cases I will direct show you the SSH.
Okay.
So first of all, we need to in this we are going to talking something about what media annotation doing. It's a very important function for many of our package. in early time only media package, but in recent time we have Synology Drive, Universal Search, and many productivity function. So they will also require to indexing the file. But today we are going to talk in media indexing. So we are. But you might understand we also have other indexing working, like file indexing for universal search. Okay. In general, in how media indexing working, there are several steps. First of all, we have a monitor for different file protocols. We have a main daemon for indexing manager. You will always see this daemon alive in your process list. And our developer has implied a call for different file protocol, like for Sandbar, FTP, download station, file station, Synology Drive, no SSH, no FI, we can talk it before. So if user add the file, even I think WebDAV also, WebDAV. Yeah. If user upload WebDAV, if user upload file, rename, move, change anything from those protocol, the protocol will inform the Synology the file is changed. So Synology will based on your package, the folder, where is the file, because the index folder is different. So he will call different process to wake up and process the video. So like in photo station, we will create a thumbnail. If user upload a video in photo station, so we will make a FLV video, or you will convert the video.
It's a function in a service indexation.
This is for convert the video to FLV formats.
It's just if you enable the sitting in panel control indexation service.
No, it's native. All the video in photo station will convert, but there are two different formats. Okay, let me. In video station, we will create a small size video for online play for you browsing in the
This.
If you don't enable the option, you will convert to FLV formats. If you enable the function, it will be MP4.
It's great to know.
But this is for ARM model, ARM model. For Intel CPU, we will always convert to MP4. Because they have more CPU power to process video.
If you enable or disable,
so in Intel model, this option is actually not working.
In the old model,
it's almost always enabled, even you didn't enable it.
The function is
it's an old function from very old age. So this function basically because in very age we always use ARM CPU. So we need to balance the system loading with performance. So you can decide to convert the FLV or FLV with MP4 because FLV is easier, but it has lower quality. But for newer model with Intel CPU.
Yes.
It's if convert MP4 and FLV doesn't matter because the CPU has enough power to
Okay.
do the job.
Okay.
So this function will be ignored.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
If the function is enabled or disabled, always it's converted to MP4.
Yeah, there will be always be MP4 videos.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's the same working for moment.
Yes.
This point.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then next is video. In video, we don't convert it. For video station, we don't convert the video to different formats because the main purpose for video station is on-the-fly video transcoding. So it actually is not necessary to run the convert before you play it. So in video station, you will see the signal video indexing.
Okay.
This process will search the video information online, like the year, the
subtitles,
the title, the actor, extra accent. Yeah. So he will based on the file name to pair the information, personal information. Then he will use this video metadata to search the internet database. These are two pair process.
Okay.
Then we have the screenshot. So you see the video in video station. You will see a picture of the video itself. It's for this process. So
okay.
you will take the screenshot in the video.
Oh, it shows the moment. It's random.
Random. I think it's random.
Okay.
So you will see different.
Yeah.
Yeah, screenshot. Okay.
And just the difference into the Sino video indexity and video metadata. What is the difference?
This is the first process. So he will check the name of the video. So he will find the basic information.
Okay.
If there's no information exists, like there's no VS meta or something, he will wake up the signal video metadata D. This is the process to go to the internet to search the video info from IMDb or other database.
Okay.
So it's the first process and second process.
Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. Okay. For moments will run these two. But in moments because they have the facial and the object recognition and other, so you will see other tasks like so if you upload photo to moment folder, you will see the signal send, signal make submail. But after they are also in parallel they will also run signal photo process. For test center is the manager for signal photo concept and the signal face extraction. It concepts for image recognition for objects. Like you can see there's cats, there's dog in the photo. And photo extraction is find the face in your photos.
Okay.
So if you see any process called signal photo, it's for moment. Yeah.
It's a real name of moment.
Yeah, it's a nickname for the moment. Then all the process will write the data back to the PGSQL database. So if the database is not working,
or not working,
or it's not working, everything's working. Everything's not working. Even the package will fail to enable. So this is so for media it's very important to check the database.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I always check the database before escalate to developer.
Of course.
Yeah, at least they don't need to check it again.
It's the same working for audio station and other.
Yeah, audio station
Okay.
because audio station is very quick because they are only get information from the video audio file. So in my case, I never see any media indexing case for audio station.
Okay.
So
No problem. Okay.
okay. So here's something you can check if the indexing process is working.
Mm-hmm.
But before you run this, I will recommend to run database check first.
Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, you can check the process. In your PS, you can run PSAX, then grab signal indexing. Then maybe they should have signal indexing D, signal in the scanner, plugin, worker, signal parent. I think this is for audio. So for audio station or some basic information.
It's possible the in the interface of DSM the indexing process is not appear and it's appear in the
You will also
the log.
see from resource monitor.
Because normally the index services work here,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it's possible it's not appear, but in
It's possible.
it's possible.
It's possible. So you
See
can
no photos.
see no photos, see no server, but they are all in sleeping because they are not
No.
indexing now.
Okay.
So you will see no indexing here, see no indexing work. So if the process die, or you can use the reindexing where prospect or nodes. So you can run, and you can use the command signal indexing underline manager mgr and my status. You will see this file is okay. Only those parts need to be working.
Okay.
Because like MK thumbnail or MK, they are only alive when there's video or photo need to process.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so usually you will only see control scan worker, plugin, and media D alive. Okay, so usually like model is very important because if user is like a J model, so Pro model, I remember they need to process a photo maybe 5 to 10 seconds. So user upload maybe 10,000, maybe 1,000 or 10,000 photo to the photo station.
Yes.
It will take weeks.
It's possible to calculate the time.
No.
No, there are no calculate for.
No calculate.
Okay.
There's no calculate, but you can check the process with the current photo is working. But we don't, because we process by folder tree. So in indexing, he will list the first layer folder. So he will go to the first folder, then list the file in the subfolder. So other folder will not unpack.
Okay.
So they don't know the progress. We are not list all the folder at the beginning. So the indexing process don't know how many photos
okay.
still in the queue. Okay. So if this J model is very important to check. So it's very important to know if the process is still ongoing or it's really a problem because it's really a indexing process failed. Usually in J model, I will recommend user use PhotoStation Uploader.
Okay.
Yeah. In most cases, always the photo cause problem.
But because the photo uploader, what is the function, what the working of photo uploader? He convert or
In create thumbnail.
he create and convert with the PC power.
Yeah, with a nice CPU, it will take very long to process
Yes.
the. Yeah. For video, it's very quick. For video in video station, we only pair the video information, so it maybe take a few
Yes.
seconds.
Yes.
And the user usually don't have 10,000 of video, but they have 10,000 of photos, so it will take very long to process. So usually I will ask user in the ticket, have you recently upload a lot of photo to photo folder, or maybe in this time to moment folder. Yeah. If user yes, and I see the process is still going, still have the CPU usage, then indexing itself is okay. It just needs time to process. Then I will recommend user use photo station uploader instead.
Okay, because this soft use PC power.
Yeah,
For
for
convert.
uploader you will use the PC, the notebook or PC CPU to process. Instead,
For convert and create the thumbnail
for convert and create thumbnail
with the PC.
with the
Okay,
PC,
okay.
the photo station
Not know
uploader.
that. Okay.
And the workaround is if user put a lot of photos and video in the photo folder. In early Tiki, I will ask user to create a temporary share folder, then move the file in the photo folder to temporary folder with file station. Then we can mount the temp folder with sandbar or SFP, then use photo station upload back to the NAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
So
Okay.
user don't need to download back to his PC.
Yes, of course.
He only use the network share,
Okay.
network drive to mount the temp folder. Okay. Then you have mentioned the
I remember that.
convert progress in the here. If user in here you will see the how many photo need to convert and how many video need to convert. You will see those two files.
Yes.
If you care those files as numbers, so how many files waiting and all is ongoing. Then you will see this file. Usually it's in queue or with temp or without temp. That's the progress where we are going. So when you add photo or you trigger reindexing, he will put the file path, the folder path in this queue, in this text file. Then the process will go into this queue to see what's next folder to process. So if you want to know where is the current processing folder, you can check this file.
Okay.
And also, if there's no photos, need to create thumbnail, because if the photo station already indexing before, they already have the thumbnail, so they don't need to create it again. So in this case, the reindexing will not show the progress bars because there is no new photo need to process. It's just reindexing the file.
Okay. I understand.
And also here is the database.
SQL database.
Yeah.
Okay.
The different database you see.
It's
I just show the
yesterday.
yeah. Okay. So also you can double check the issue by something like if there's no auto indexing, if the user I've taken like a user said he upload the file to the folder, but they didn't show in the photo
Yes.
station or didn't show in the modem. Then if you have remote, you can upload from file station, then check the issue. Then also you can check if there have any third-party package installed.
Okay.
Because sometimes user didn't mention the file is from the third-party download
Yes.
tool. Yeah. So in most cases, I will double check the user description because user always hide something. They don't want to tell the whole truth.
Okay.
Okay. Then if they are missing content or media info, you can reindex in the file.
Okay. In the first case, you can reindexing too, if the
Yeah, but because since the problem is not auto indexing,
yes.
usually user will say the problem was solved by reindexing the folder.
Yes. Okay.
So
no,
the main issue is the problem caused by the trigger mechanic fails.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So usually I will double check with like a file station. If the problem is the same when you upload file to file station, then I will check the database. Then if your issue is not persist on file station, mean you upload file to file station, and they will show in the photo station or moment. Then I will ask user can you reproduce the issue. Then also in Sandbox you can use support channel. The port 139.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have opened the support channel for 139, you can mount the network share. You can mount the Sandbox folder from your office. So I will double check it. Sometimes the missing or incorrect content may be caused by something wrong with the indexing process, because we have case like the system is too busy, so the indexing is die. The index process died. They didn't finish. So just reindexing. If the reindexing can fix the issue, maybe just ask user to try again later.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if the user fail to enable, disable, or enable page, yeah, yeah, maybe check the message or signal page. Most likely is a page SQL issue. Yeah, in most cases.
Yes, I already have this case.
Yes. And also, we recently have several cases about moments with permission.
Okay.
In moments, we were asking for permission to traverse the folder. You will need to have the everyone traverse, yeah, and because in moment it's a process for different user, so you need to have traverse to allow the moment to go to the target folder. I don't know why we have many tickets since
normally it's default.
Yeah, normally it's a default.
It's
Normally it's okay, but recently we have many cases. The user's home folder don't have the traverse permission.
Okay.
They will cause issue on moments, mail plus, and drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you need to have this line with all the folder.
If user don't mind, you just add to
Oh, we need to apply it to
You can you can
everyone.
create this one, then
Okay,
apply to all subfolder child folder.
okay, all assignments.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Then he will automatically apply to
for
all
all.
the subfolder and the subfile. Um, since the moments update, we have around maybe 30 case.
Sorry.
And we're in moment we have just recently updated the moment to 1.3.0. Then we have received around maybe 20 or 30 cases
Okay,
just for permission issue. I
okay,
don't know why. Yeah,
okay. I never have this type of issue.
yeah. We have feedback to develop, and they say they also don't know why.
Okay,
Because
okay,
normally the permission is never changed.
okay.
I've tried to the permission only removed manually by user.
Yes.
So if you change the permission for phone holder or you just create because it's inherit automatically, so he will apply to support the automatic. So there's no they don't have they should be there.
Okay.
Okay. Then later I will run the DB check. So
Okay.
quick got. So also we have some command you can manually index in the folder.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a command called signal indexing. If,
If
so
you have a NAS with many many folder and many files, you can run index for just one folder.
yes, you can use this command signal indexing
Okay.
manual the folder path.
Okay.
He will indexing all the file under this
Index.
folder, so you don't need to reindexing all the
Or the file or
the
the
file
application.
because like user will mention the certain file the information is not correct,
Okay.
so it's too trouble to indexing all the
Or
data.
yes.
So if you have more, you can just access through a folder and then manually reindexing the certain file to check it. So so why? Okay. Okay, you can use signal indexing. You always use this command to check.
The option.
Yeah, check all the options. So you will also see how to indexing. You can use DR path,
Okay.
or you can use all to indexing all the media. Okay, you only indexing certain type of media.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's like the service annexation is
Yeah.
the same working.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are also other options, but in most cases I will use or direct path.
But in all the case, you try with the interface, the web interface now, in the extension service in the DSM now.
Yeah, I use the button.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
the same.
it's the same.
Okay.
But also using command is more convenient if you use. Okay. So I don't have too many photos. So you can use all. Yeah, media indexing. So media indexing. Because I don't, I try different remote. I can.
No, you have no.
I need a
no
net.
many data.
Yeah, I need a net with a lot of data. I use my home. Fine. Yeah. Try this one. So I need a second connection to check. Okay. No. So I use ftop. So current is no process working. Okay. No. Then I go to the signal indexing maybe okay. So you see no? Okay, it's down. You need to time to wake up the process. So photo local. So we try to update the DB, check the DB first. Then we can go to Spoon.
The queue.
Yeah, we can check the queue.
Oh,
usually you can check the date. Get the signal queue.
Okay.
Yeah, she's currently re-indexing the destination folder. So if because it's a big folder.
Okay.
This is all the photos, so he will got
the index.
Yeah,
okay.
Signal is a plugin, so he will got. So he try to. Also, he will try to backend the DB. The backend means he will clean up the database.
Okay, he backups the DB, he cleans the DB.
No. The backend command is a command for PGSQL. He will delete all the unused record.
Okay.
In general, the database will keep the removed record in the spare area.
Okay.
Like he will spare tab to keep all the unused
Okay.
the data. So the vacant command will clean up the unused data to optimize the database.
Okay.
So you will see all the process working. So when I can, no, still, so they are still run the first layer. So when it's, because they are not currently still not really indexing the folder. So he just check the folder status in this stage.
If it's changed or not.
Yeah, if they are starting to do the process, you will see the subfolder list.
Okay.
Because it's only the first layer.
There are no subfolder in this.
There are a lot of folder. There are a lot of folder in this. Okay,
but
I will show you.
Why it's not
So
mentioned?
there are many subfolders.
Okay.
So, other because he's still checking the
I check all the
data.
and after he
will expand the folder tree. Just need to wait for a few seconds.
But in this time you see the process, but you don't know how many time it's terminate.
Yeah.
You don't see. You
don't know because he's still in pre-indexing process.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you will see a lot of movement from the database and the indexing process. The single photo check, thumbnail, all the process will allow.
You need a lot of power.
Yeah. And we can check if any update. Usually I will check the date. Like today is 23. So the file is updated, so I can get to the server. So he start working.
Okay, in this folder or file.
Yeah.
In the file.
Because the file is changed because there's no new photos. They are all old photos. So he is scanning the folder. There need to create a thumbnail because all the thumbnail already created before. So you will see he's currently scanning this folder.
Okay.
There's no need to create thumbnail because there are already thumbnail inside.
But if you want to, if there are issue with the thumbnail, then you want to recreate the thumbnail. But the reindexing is not recreate; it's check just if the thumbnail is good.
Yes.
And if it's good, we don't recreate it.
Yeah. If the thumbnail is good, they don't recreate. Or you can use the you can try with this command.
Subject command video
thumbnail.
Yes.
He will recheck all the thumbnails. It's 100%. Okay.
And no recreate, just check.
He will recreate the thumbnail. The thumbnail is incomplete.
Okay.
Okay.
And this command is not present in the web interface.
No.
Okay, it's interesting.
Another another way you can use is move the file through Samba protocol. Just move the file outside of photo folder
Yes.
to a temp folder, then move back.
It
In file station, we'll bring the metadata to different folder.
triggers the zero index.
Yeah. In file station, sorry, I just show you one photo. We store all the thumbnail video in the EADIR folder.
Okay.
So when you open the EADIR folder, you will see this is a folder for your photo file. So when you in the photo file, you will see a thumbnail.
Okay, with
This
all
is-
the
Yeah,
type.
these are the thumbnail for this image.
Okay.
Okay, when you copy the image from file station, you move the image to different folder with file station. We will bring the EADIR folder with it. So you don't
Move with the photo or no?
with the photo.
Okay.
So there's no reindexing or recreate the thumbnail when you move the data in file station. But when you move the data from Samba FP, because you are moving away from your NAS, you are not moving the NAS locally. So he will trigger recreate the thumbnail because there's no thumbnail.
Okay.
So that's a workaround. If user thumbnail is not correct, he can move the file from Samba
Sure folder.
and now share then put back through Samba or FP protocol.
Okay.
But if we move the folder from file station, even to different share folder, he will bring the EADIR folder with him. So there are no require the thumbnail. Okay.
Okay.
So they are done. And you will also see the file sizes. 20K, 20K, 28K kilo. It's around the file size. But sometimes if user complain about the space occupied by thumbnail, that's possible because we have created extra large thumbnail. In some cases, will big than its original file. If this original file is JPEG with very small size, the thumbnail may be big than the original file.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are using the fixed resolution.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it can be bit better than the original quality.
The size is big than original quality. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here. So let's see. So you will see here is no this file. There's
There are no convention.
There's no convention because I already created before.
Yes.
If there's number and total thumbnail, then you will see the progress from here.
Okay. Okay.
They are send data source.
It's just for the conversion, but
Yeah.
for the indexation.
For index, no.
Because we see indexation here.
Only for first time indexing because you
Okay.
have to convert the thumbnail and the video.
Okay.
Video, so you will see the progress.
Okay.
But if you re-index in the file there and there's nothing new,
Okay.
you don't see the progress. And also because we are we are follow the folder tree to different subfolder, so we don't have the percentage because we don't know how many, because there may be few big photo in the first few folder, or there are a lot of photo in second folder. So the percentage will never be correct.
Okay, I understand. Okay. It's unfortunately it will be interesting to have.
Yeah.
And you can here you can see the conversion, but you can't see the indexation. How many file we check the indexation, or
it's possible you have list of how many file, but there are possible to add more later. If there are a lot of file in the data folder, the number will increasing.
Yes, but in this case, you run an indexation of all. You just check the.
Yeah, they just check. Yeah.
But you can't see how many files is checked and also like this, like the conversion.
No, you only see where it's checking through the
some query queue.
Yeah, through some query queue. No, yeah, you only see the queue. So here is the next folder need to check.
This is one by one.
Yeah, one by one.
Okay.
No, because there are two processes. One process it lists all the folder. I think it's the signal indexing plugin. This folder is currently list the folder.
Okay.
The next process, signal thumbnail maybe.
Yes.
He will check the folder you list. So he will clean the folder.
Okay.
So you only see few folder because they
one
are equal split.
Okay.
But if they are creating file, they are creating some mail, the list will be fast. So we'll see the list increasing a lot.
Okay. I understand.
You can check this by just move a lot of photo into your NAS. Then you can check those file to see anything is different.
Okay.
Okay. Also because the moment need to check the object and facial recognition, so it will be much longer than only photo station. So user will complain about the CPU usage.
Yes.
Yeah, but some user will not know the signal photo represent the moments.
Yes, okay.
So that's the issue. If user complain about that, you can check the resource monitor.
And just a question. It's I know it's not possible to calculate, but for example, if we have a customer with I don't know GS 718 plus, and he had 10,000 photo. Yeah. We can't say to the customer, yes, it's normal if after 1 week there are always indexation or always
conversion. In my experience, it will take maybe 1 to 2 seconds to process a single photo.
1 or 2 seconds by photo?
Yes.
Okay. For the conversion and indexation?
Yes.
Okay. It's not dependent to the powerful of the NAS?
No, it's depend. If for Intel CPU, it's maybe 1 to 2 seconds. For ARM CPU, sometimes you will take maybe 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a rough estimation. So you can with how many photo. So you can give here estimation, maybe few days, few weeks, maybe.
Okay.
Also, it depends on how many processes is using.
Yes,
if we install a lot of package, it will take longer. Also, if he had enabled the file indexing and universal search, it also will take longer because you have multiple indexing running.
Okay.
Currently, the file indexing in universal search and the media indexing is in parallel, so they are both running and use the same CPU process.
Okay.
So if you have enabled the universal search, it will take longer to finish the process.
Yes, of
And
course.
they have double the CPU loading.
Yes, but it's not possible to totally,
You can-
block inner cell search.
You can remove the indexing folder
Yes.
from the universal search to
Just remove the folder. It's
to
not
read.
possible to stop or
I don't think. It's
because
possible.
there are many customers who want to delete
Yeah.
universal search.
Universal search is very pain in the ass. Yeah, very painful. Yeah. I know our developer is currently reworking on indexing for maybe DSL7. So they will have the indexing by schedule maybe in future.
Yes, this would be
So
great.
you can use the in the midnight to indexing the process. So stop indexing in the daytime.
Mm.
Maybe.
And if you have this function, you can for example reindex all the night.
Yeah. When you're not using the NAS, you can index in all the night.
Yes, all the
Yeah.
night you reindex all the file and you see
Yeah.
if okay.
Because
It will be
sometimes
great.
the indexing will reduce the performance a lot,
Mm.
especially for weak model.
Of course.
Yeah.
And when you set another quality here,
Yes.
what is the difference in the SSH?
I remember it's create additional thumbnail with better quality.
Okay.
Yeah, but I now remember
Okay,
the
okay.
real different. Yeah, I need to check that our
Okay.
artist note.
And you say me this function is not important. So it will
It's
be
not.
deleted.
It's this will reorganize because we still need this option for we will still have the J series.
Okay.
So
it's from when you enable this, it's convert to MP4
yeah.
format. But if you disable, it's FLV format.
Yeah, it's an FLV.
It's always convert, but in FLV.
Yes.
Okay.
You can also check the convert result in the there should be in the EADR folder too. So if you have I can check. Do I have too many? You have no. Yeah. So we'll cover this. And if the video already MP4, we will now create we just put a link to original video. So they don't need to convert. We only convert the video is not MP4 format.
Okay.
Because we are cover with small size.
Okay.
And this is the original size.
because it's already in MP4 format.
Let me.
It's not covered because it's already in.
We had
MP4.
covered in this
It's
MP4 file. Then we had another file is in original.
original.
If it's MP4,
It's just a link.
it's just a link to the original file.
Okay, but
Then when you play in the DS video,
yes.
if you play with slide with original quality, you will use this link.
Okay.
If you use speed,
Okay.
you will
It's
use
a
small.
medium quality.
Medium quality, you will use the small file.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Intel model, so it's automatic convert to MP4.
Okay.
Even there's no enable the quality option.
Okay. Okay. And it's for this video, but it's the same working for Moment, Photo Station, and
This is for DS photo and moments. Yeah.
And
In video, in DS video,
there are no.
there's no need to convert the photo because it's under fly.
It's always the original quality or real-time transcoding.
Yes, in DS video.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so and then I will quick guide you through the database check.
Okay.
Or I know you already know, but I just run this again in my NAS so we can check we can see what to check. So usually first.
Just a question before we
Okay.
begin. You say in Moment and Photo Station,
Yes.
the transfer date is automatically.
Yes.
But for the NAS with a Pro CPU, it's automatic.
It's also on the different formats.
Okay, but it's not a problem for J series to transcode. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's also a problem, but we will need to transcode because otherwise you will have trouble to see the video in Photo Station.
Yes. It's possible to transcode in Photo Station and in Moment, but not in Video Station for certain NAS.
Yes.
Okay.
In Photo Station, we just say fail to play, but in Moments we use the converted photo, the video.
Okay.
I don't know, that's by design.
By design.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's by design. Okay.
We have the choice in Photo Station, but not in Moment. For the moment.
Yeah. I think the PA is currently working on the Photo Station will be any near future.
Will be?
The Photo Station will be
disappear.
Well, yeah, maybe he will integrate into Synergy Moments.
Okay.
Currently our main focus will be in Synergy Moments.
Yes, of course.
But we are still a lot of things need to do because in Photo Station we still have many user from government or education purpose. Because in photo station, because in I don't know, because in Taiwan, the we have many high school or many high school will use photo station to put to display their students' work. Yeah, so there are many permission issue because photo station you can use the AD account, 那个 domain account, you can use LDAP. So he allow you to integrate the user permission with different.
Okay.
But in moment it's a little different.
It's more easy with
Photo station.
With photo station, it's more easy.
Yeah, it's more easy.
Okay.
But because in currently in moment there are only two options. You use your home folder, or you use share photo library, the photo folder. But in photo folder, there's no permission control.
Yes, it's controlled by photo station.
In photo station, you enable the user to use photo station in moment. He can see all the folders.
Okay.
Totally no subfolder.
Yes.
There's no subfolder permission for moments in photos.
Yes, I remember.
That's an issue. But,
yes, I have a case like this, and the customer want to add a permission for certain people. It is not possible.
It's not possible.
Just enable the home folder.
All.
Yes, home folder for all. Yes.
So the PN is working on to decide the permission issue.
Okay.
To work for the permission issue. I think it's the main issue for moments.
Okay. Yes.
Because at the very beginning, the moment is designed for personal use.
Yeah.
But if you want to integrate the ACL control, there will be a different story.
Just another question, quickly. You say when you enable in the video settings the transcode for the Pro CPU, it's convert in MP4.
Yes.
When you disable, it's convert to FLV.
Yes.
But you say me FLV is quality less than
it's low quality because it's a fast convert.
Yes, but the quality is not good.
Yeah, not good.
So if you enable, the quality is better than you disable.
Yeah. I think it's almost the same.
Okay.
But to convert to the format, because the performance of the formats convert to FLV is quick. It's quick because there's the codec itself is this complex.
Okay.
It's more simple process. Okay. But for MP4, because you can compress more, percentage more, so it allows to use more quality, better quality. So I think the MP4 has a better quality, but the file size is almost the same.
Okay. And it's just for photo station and moment, this option?
Yes.
Okay.
This is only working for photo station and moment.
Okay.
Because as we mentioned, the video station don't use use this.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You always original file.
Yes.
Or online
transcoding. Real-time transcoding. Or offline transcoding.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Perfect.
Then we check we show you how to check the database.
Yes.
Because I think it's very important.
Yes, of course.
Also, you can recreate database anytime if user agree. But in HQ, we try to not recreate a database unless the user don't have patience to working with us. Yeah, because sometimes I will escalate to RD because sometimes RD want to know, the developer want to know what's the problem, what's caused the database corrupt.
For improve the working.
Improve the function.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So first time I will check is the PG-SQL Server. So I will use the command signal service. In signal service, you can use status to see the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use signal service. So if it's okay, you will be enabled. Fine. If you see anything like a disable or error, usually it's error. That means the database is not working. Then you can use the restart. You can stop.
Hard stop and restart.
Yeah, hard stop and the restart to restart it. If the restart is okay, that means the database itself is you can think I will always think the database like an Excel file. So at least the database can be opened by the office. But maybe something wrong with the table. So if this error, that means the database totally died. The only way is maybe recreate. But if the database is enabled, then we go to next check. Then I will to run the link provided by our developer. I think it's this one. Okay, it's a good example. This command will check some basic, like is an error message in PG-SQL log itself. Okay, it's the system stuff, so it's fine. Then, yeah, unfortunately, he will check if there is a file system error. But because this is a SDQ, it's for USB storage, so you can ignore because something wrong with my USB storage.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you see something like in SDA or SDB, yeah, those issues you need to check first. You need to solve first.
Okay.
Because if the disk or file system is unhealthy, there's very high possibility the database will fail again.
Okay.
There's no, you are just waste time to fix the database. Yeah, you see, you will check. Hey, there's error in the file log message.
You have an error in your disk?
I think it's a USB disk.
Okay.
Then this time you will check something like the disk log. Is any further information in disk log?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So far so good. Okay. Then in this document, they will say two categories. First of all, is fail to start. Fail to start usually means the status is error.
Okay.
So it never start. So in fail to start situation, the only thing you can do is recreate the database. Yeah. So it's okay to remove the database. And in this case, here I mentioned BackupDB. I will. So in my experience, I don't use this command.
Okay.
Because this command is very dangerous.
Why? Because
if you are not in this, if you are not in, we have previous support case. He used the command in wrong place, maybe in root folder.
Oh.
Then the NAS will die.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't like use this command unless especially with this. with the star.
For me, I use if
I will
the,
use the file path.
yes, but if in the HAT database there are
Yeah.
only PGSQL, I
Yeah.
delete all our HAT database.
You can use, but if you want to use, you need to check where you are location. So you can use pwd to check is the you are in correct folder.
Mm.
Just make sure you are not in the root folder.
Okay, if you go to your database,
Yes, I will use the var service. So you will see your PGSQL. Yeah, I go to PG. So I will jump to. Okay, this is my database.
yes, no, I would like the yes
Yes.
HAT database.
Yeah.
In this case, what is Synologan and Synolog?
I don't know. It's a database for log center, I guess.
It's an important log or not? Because many time I delete all the HAT database with this.
This is for file transfer. You can see from the database name. This for FP transfer log.
Okay.
This for
it's the log for all the protocol file.
yeah. This for
Okay.
log for profile.
Protocol.
If you don't use it,
Okay,
it's fine. System will auto regenerate.
And if you have SQL or other, it's possible in HAT database. There are other database. It's possible.
Sorry.
In HAT database, it's possible to have another database like SQL and.
It's possible.
It's possible. Yes.
Yeah. So I only remove the file under the PGSQL.
And why is the what is the
this
point
one?
Yes.
Okay. If the system update, DS update, in DS update we will update the PGSQL. So if we find the format is changed during the DS update, we will convert the old database into a new one. So this is the old database before.
Okay. We need to delete it.
I guess you will just leave it. I will just leave it in here because in some case user need to use the old data or anything.
You backup the database before all the time?
Yeah, I will backup the database all the time. You can use the cp command. PGSQL. I think my inclusive PGSQL to PGSQL dot backup. So he will move this folder to a PGSQL dot backup. So it's the same command to RM the folder. And also you have a backup.
Okay.
So it's much safer than you use the RM command.
Okay.
Because in some case user maybe want something back. Like we have previous case, user has issue with his photo station. The DB for photo station is corrupt, so I think it is maybe the support from American or he just removed the database. Sorry, he just run this progress. Then user say, "Oh, my ISS feed in download station is all gone."
My what?
ISS download station.
Yes.
Yeah, he had many menu settings in download station. He want that back.
Yes.
Yeah. And
With
then if you're lucky, you have backup, you can SRD
okay.
to restore the settings.
Okay.
So it will be nice if you have a backup. At
Okay.
least you can pass to developer to manually fix the issue.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will have a very unhappy customer.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
And all the just the PageSQL is run is just PageSQL, and all the file point PageSQL is whole file. Like in this
Yeah.
case, just this file
Yeah,
is run, just this file is the
I only
database.
backup this folder.
Yes.
No, you can
And this file, if you have a few files like this, is not run. This file is just a
Yeah.
backup of old version.
Yeah, it's a just backup folder. In PureSQL, there are many. This for your real database.
Okay.
So it will be nice you keep your copy
Okay.
for at least if user really want something back, you can have a backup.
Okay.
Okay.
Just in question in the SOP,
Yes.
if you follow all the SOP, you need to stop and re-alex after the.
Yeah.
It's important or not?
I will recommend you start or at least you need to stop the PGSQL.
That I know, but the index, it's important to stop and restart after.
You can you can force restart later.
Okay.
Yeah, but it just make sure there's no any accident during you remove the file, because maybe the index process will write the data in the DB during you copy or remove file. So in this case, there was something conflicts.
Okay.
It will cause problem if you really want to restore the database back to its old status.
Okay.
So to stop all the indexing or PGSQL, just make sure there's not activity during you RM or backup the database.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will be better if you stop the Synodex before you copy your backups.
Yeah.
It's important to make this before the copy.
Yes.
Before the backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's after the.
Yeah.
Okay. And this point.
This is for manually trigger the
thumbnail.
The database, because after you remove the database, those process will be killed because there are no place to write the data, so the status will be abnormal. So in this case, you need to manually enable those process back.
Okay.
Or in some case, if the database didn't create automatically, you will need to reinstall the package, like a media server, photo station.
Okay.
You can ask user to remove the package and reinstall again to create a new database.
Okay. If you delete and after you recreate the database, and the database is still error.
No. If you remove, then recreate, that should be a good database.
Okay, and after that, the package is not work. It's possible, and you need to.
Because in many cases, the database, the create database is triggered by install package.
Okay.
So when you restart the process, maybe it will not trigger the create database automatically.
So in this case, the package doesn't work.
Yeah, then you need to remove it and install it again. That should trigger to create a new database table.
why in this case of the when you recreate the database,
Yes.
the database is still in error, and if you run these three commands work, you know, or no?
I don't know. No idea.
Because
There-
with
there are
my
many-
experience, I have this case.
Okay, there are many reasons this will cause problem. So in this case, it's because in our system we use the var service to create the path for. So there are some system service paths.
Mm-hmm.
So in home folder, he will link to the bottom one host. In PGSQL, you will link to bottom one post. Maybe the permission or the owner is not correct. Also
Okay.
will cause the PGSQL not working.
Okay.
So in this part, you will recreate the file path. The service path.
Okay.
So you will have you will clean out all the possible error for maybe permission or the link file itself.
Okay. Okay.
You just relink the database to the service.
And it's a good work if I run all the steps and if the database is still an error and I try to make
Yes,
this,
it's no problem. It's no
good.
problem. It's good because first it's a new database, so it doesn't matter. But it's not good if you still want to use the old database.
I don't know, sorry.
This good because you already removed the database.
Yes, yes.
So he will relink the database to new location. So it's fine.
Okay.
But if there are something, if the database itself is good, you use this maybe will cause problem.
Oh, okay.
You link to different location.
Okay.
Yeah, something like
Yes,
that.
I understand.
So it would be nice to check by our developer. Okay. Then this one. If the PGSQL it can enable, that means the PGSQL the process can open the database without problem.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something wrong with only few tab or few with only tables or only few files. So we will run the dump command.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I remember with the grep file.
Yeah. In this case, you will run. This command also can use to backup the database. So it basically is just read all the content of your database. If something going wrong, then you will fail. Then jump to next sector. So here is the content of my database.
Okay.
So if you see fail, it's okay. If you see like this fail, it's okay because it's the content of your database. It doesn't really mean your database is failed.
Okay.
So you need to wait something like fail on database, which one? Then it jump.
This is a bad error. It's
it's an error.
Okay,
It's
okay.
an output for your database.
Just this
error.
or there are many error?
Yeah, there are many because in PGSQL you have many database.
Mm-hmm.
So in this message it only means the media server itself. This
Okay.
table is failed. But it's possible you have multiple tables fail.
Okay.
So presumably if you see this fail, then you run the following step to drop
Okay.
the database. Then you need to run the dump again to check is there a second table is broken. he will fail on the first table.
Okay.
So you fix the first issue. You need to dump again to check if the second table is okay, the
Yes.
third table is okay. Then if you dump finish without error, that's fine.
This is this case is when the database is enabled, but you have a problem.
Yes.
But if you delete the database and recreate, and you can have this problem.
No.
No.
Because it's already a new table, so there should be no error at all.
Yes. Okay.
It's a totally new file.
Okay. In this case, if the database is okay, and you try to repair.
Yes.
But you can repair if you delete and recreate.
Like this is your database. In database, you may have media server, photo station, photo, Xenon photo for moment, download station. So if the if the PGSQL itself is enabled, that means the outside is okay. But you still have possible to have issue with only photo has more photo table has issue. So you use the dump command to check which table is broken.
Yes.
In this case, you just drop the broken one.
Okay.
Then to reinstall the package, you will recreate a new one back.
Okay.
But if you remove the entire table, it's all clean. So everything you will add it to later. Yeah. But in some case, user it's quick. But in some case, user don't want to re-indexing again, especially like a photo station or video station. User maybe have to create a lot of data inside. So in this case, we will try to fix the problem with only drop the damaged one.
Okay. Because if you delete all, you need to reindex all.
Everything.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
It's a little bit time consuming. Okay, luckily my database is okay. I didn't see any issue with my database. Okay. So if anything fail, the next step you can try to fix it. It's possible to fix with command, but in my experience, it's more possible to not fail the table. But you still can run the command to manually fix the DB. Just replace the database with the failed database.
Okay.
Okay. But the more practical way is just drop the broken database. So you can use this command. If you feel done, you can use this command to log in your PGSQL. So, and you can use this command to list all the table. Then next you can use the think it's the drop. Do a drop command. I remember you can use the drop command to drop the database, or in this one you can disconnect the database. I need to check with Anson. He has seemed to use in early document we use drop to drop the database
Okay.
from the do have drop drop drop. Yeah, we use drop.
Drop databases.
Yeah, we use drop the database. Just replace the name of the database from here.
Okay.
Okay. Then remember, after you drop the database, you need to run the dump again to
Okay.
make sure the second database, other database is okay. Okay, that's all. Otherwise, you can recreate a database by remove the old one.
Why the database status? It can be enabled, but the database is failed. There are corrupt information.
Only few information is corrupt, but the database structure is okay. Because in Q, you can use Q to quit. Yeah, quit. One data. Actually, in the database, there are a lot of small files. I think in base, remember, yeah, them. Those are the database record. So when you enable, he only check the database structure is okay. He only check this layer.
Okay.
So the structure.
It's possible.
So, but if any file is corrupted, he will cause you fail to read the data. So you will have the enable PQSQL, but when you dump the database, you will fail because some of the file is corrupt.
Okay, sure.
Also, I'm not sure.
And how it's what is the current the regular issue when the database PGSQL is failed or corrupt?
In most cases, as mentioned, when you add file, when you user mentioned when you add the file or when you edit file, the database didn't update. Because in most cases, you still can read the database, but you fail to write anything inside.
Okay.
If the file is corrupt, it's corrupt, you will fail to add the database. It means you can still read all data, but when you move the media to the media folder, or when you edit the information, you will fail to see the update.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a package.
Yeah. Also, you will fail to install or enable, disable the package. But usually, when you see the possible, but usually see start or enable or disable.
Okay.
For update, usually it's a network issue or other problem because user maybe especially when he reboot the NAS, the package failed to stop.
Yes.
Yes.
When you have file in the, when you upload a file in Moment, for
Yes.
example, and there are no thumbnail or no.
Usually, no thumbnail will caused by permission. In recent case, we have no issue.
Yes,
We have no issue for moments with the thumbnail issue. Let me check. Thumbnail. We have created no issue for thumbnail at moment. And usually the problem is
yes,
everyone
the problem.
travel. Yeah, that's more common issue. For database, it's possible you don't have the thumbnail, or otherwise even with you don't have the new photo show up. It's also possible. But if you see all the thumbnail is gone, most likely it's a permission issue.
Okay.
In database issue, only see few part different. Because in database issue, you can still read all data, but you fail to add new information inside.
Okay.
So you will see the newly edited photo don't have thumbnail or don't show up. But with all the photo, you will be okay.
Okay.
In most cases.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the PQSQL itself is still working.
Yes.
It just failed to
add
new information. Okay. So if you see all the photo is gone, then check the permission first.
Okay.
You can check the permission from. If you are lazy, in my case, I just use home folder property. Then I create everyone with traverse permission. Okay.
Yes.
Then we automatically apply to.
Okay.
Okay. Then we check the moment is the problem persist. Is the problem gone? Okay, it's a traverse permission issue.
Okay.
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 I think today should be okay. Do you have any other questions?
For the moment, no.
Yeah, it's very feel free just chat with me or
Yes.
post question in the global TSE.
Okay.
If you think the question is very other people want also have possible to match.
Yes.
It will be nice to post in global TSE.
Okay.
So
it's true. I never use global TSE.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's all for the multimedia training.